And welcome everybody to our Daily Gun Show. And I'm guessing my mic is working. I don't know if that worked or not. Playing that music, it's kind of far away. I think I'm going to turn this one fan off. And we'll throw another gallon of water into the cooler here. It's actually cooler here than it is outside. It's rare. So I'm gonna let this thing fill up here, and we'll see what this is all about.
Cinderella, if you were going to meet the prince, what fascinating opening remark would you make?
Please, Your Highness, I would like to be your bride.
Ridiculous.
The carriage waits.
The carriage waits. Oh, I wish I were going too.
Oh, my. Imagine Cinderella at the ball with her smudged face and tattered dress. I must say it is an absurd thought.
What the hell? I thought this was something good. So it must have turned into a music video. That's not good. Nope. Alright, well, I got another gallon in there, so I don't have to worry about it going dry for a little while. See how anybody shows up tonight. 0, everybody left. So I'm just sitting here talking to myself. What the hell is this? So this is the Daily Gun Show. Go live on weeknights. Have a conversation with people that feel like talking about guns and not be manipulated by whatever crap is manipulating you. So real conversations about real guns. I've been kicking the shit out of gun history over here. But I can keep it to myself, I guess. Oh, man. Got a million things I could be doing. So we'll see if anybody does show up. Or anybody is out there wants to hang out. Otherwise, I can turn all this off and keep working. Yeah, it's super boring. So I've been listening to my 1980s Russian disco music. It's courtesy of YouTube, which is way better than the dead silence that I got in this show. So I don't know what's going on. Go through and take a look at these. Since hopefully the people that are listening to this are the Patreon people. Kicking butt on it. Moved all the stuff over pretty good to the sides. Got some layout consistency going on there. It's difficult to have size consistency because so much inconsistency with the states. Really obvious which states though are big into guns and which states just sitting around on the sidelines watching everybody else be into guns. definitely a thing. So yeah, I have no interest in talking to myself here. So I can throw a link out there. Maybe this thing's broken. I don't know if I'm getting corked right now. Don't care because this isn't for that. It is for the people who want to join in. And if there ain't nobody, then I'll go back to work. I wonder if there's any more Hall of Fames out there. I feel like Minnesota could be doing something more going on in Minnesota. Put some females in here. But you could do that with music going. I could just put music on now. See what happens. I'll just get kicked off probably. What is this all about? I wonder if I listen to these things at a different speed. I'd know the difference one way or the other. I think I need this door open up. Well, it's probably because I turned that fan off. And all of a sudden my back is hot. And there's no need for that. How long is this shitty gonna be crappy? What the fuck is this? Does it ever get fast? Holy shit. 1 minute 30 seconds into a 6-minute video. It finally has actual song. What the hell? What the So if I turn it down like that, I don't know if anybody can even hear it. Still got a couple of pages where I can put some stuff. Because some states are slacking, like Rhode Island. And Rhode Island gets a pass. They're tiny. They're still kicking a little bit of butt. They're tiny. South Dakota, I had to give them Paul Lathrop. As they do. That's one podcast. Oh, snap. I get to put this in here. I don't know if I like this one. So we're going to this one. This one looks creepy. Just find out what it sounds like. Sometimes when they look creepy, they sound pretty good. Not always. All right, we'll listen to this one at 1.5. I already like it better. Oh yeah, it's way better at 1.5. And YouTube can't ping me. I don't know if it's coming through the mic though. Nobody out there to listen. So I'll give feedback. Exactly what the streaming up to do on YouTube right there. Nothing. There's nobody been saying nothing. It's just been sitting here. So listening to, I don't know what this is anymore. Probably modern Russian hip hop or Russian electro music on top of creepy Russian stuff from like the Soviet era. There was like all this Soviet black and white color stuff. Probably what was on their TV. Maybe not. I don't know what they did back in Russia. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but I'm listening to it at 1.5. So it's pretty good. It's kind of like Doctor Who, except in Russian. And this is more like Dick Van Dyke, but in Russian. Oh, it's probably like Twilight Zone. But I'm pretty sure this music is more modern. They just put it on top. Oh, I just noticed that that card over there is almost screwed up. I have more than sitting here. Dang it, my thumb will do that if it gets. Yeah, well, nobody's saying anything, so I'm just listening to the thing. I could mute, that'd be even worse. I know I've seen this weird Doctor Who looking thing before from Russia. So I gotta move around Utah. That's not Utah. Heck of a lot of this garbage, and then you go in here and you think around, and then after a while it's like, oh, I gotta add another one, so I'm in here think around again. But you never know when the last time you're gonna think is, I guess. And at some point, I feel like I've done this too. Yeah, at some point it'll be the last one. That'll be the shit. Well, I just dig into the Revolver book and to grab something, and I found like 3 things I could add while I was in there. So I imagine it's like in a lot of things you can probably edit forever. Every time you open it, you can go, oh, I can do this. All right, well, let's see if I can do that. Oh, see, also, I guess I just see you do Utah. What the hell is Utah? Let's see these fucking soda commercials. Why don't they put the commercial in double time? How about off? And then let me skip this stupid shit. Uh-oh, what is this all about? So yeah, like always, if anybody wants to jump in, the link's out there. If you want to have a conversation, that's what it's about. Otherwise, I'm about to give up on this, even though it's only 18 minutes in, because I got this cricket. You can hear it, but I can. And I'd rather have music blasting or watch the stuff on the TV. This is Dark Commissar in 1.5. I guess I could try doing that. So, name this tune going at 1.5. Pretty easy. I think this is super easy to figure out. Maybe I should go to higher. Doesn't even help to go to 1.75. I wonder if this is a go around. Can you play 1.5 speed for any length of time? We're going to find out, I guess, because nobody's saying anything. Yep. Oh, I'm not watching anything like that. I'm watching the badass story of the transistor. When they went from vacuum, the vacuum tubes I've been watching too. But when they went from, well, that's just the whole video. I thought it was going to be okay, I see. There's a whole bunch of videos. Now I get it. I thought I was going to be watching one long video that was a bunch of videos right here. It's a playlist. Anyway, I started watching stuff about the Transistor, which I really like. Transistor story going into Silicon Valley and then the Fairchild, all that. So I dig all that, but then started reading or watching stuff about vacuum tubes. That's really neat. So there's a lot of cool stuff about vacuum tubes, and if you watch stuff from when they're being invented, it's really simplified. It's really easy to understand that stuff if you listen to it, or if you listen to stuff from like the 40s, because they're just dumb. They're telling people in the 40s what it's all about. That's all they got. It's the top of the stuff. So it's super simple. It's basically a light bulb. All those vacuum tubes that are in televisions and radios and do all kinds of cool shit and radar, all they are is light bulbs, except they put a third thing in there so that the one side of the light bulb and the other side of the light bulb, one side's hot and the other side is not, and the electrons will flow from one side to the other. And somebody figured that out. In a light bulb, nobody gives a shit about that, right? Because it's just for light. But that's also happening inside a light bulb, is that all these electrons are moving from one side of the bulb to the other. So somebody figured out, well, if I put a grid in there, this little extra thing inside the light bulb, I can disrupt that pattern of electrons, and now I can do stuff with that. That's a switch. That's an on-off switch. That's like the electric. It's the same as a relay. It's just a little switch that turns a big switch. And you can do a lot with that. There's like zillions of things you can do. So anyway, there's really neat, dumbed down, simplified stuff. I mean, obviously it takes some effort to make the vacuum tube, but what's going on inside of a vacuum tube is basic ass shit. And then they go from vacuum tubes to solid state, and then they go from solid state to microprocessors, and that's all super interesting, and there's tons of it. So I haven't been watching anything like fiction. If I want to watch fiction, I just go back and watch stuff I've already seen. So like Star Wars or just anything I've already seen that I know I can just turn on and listen to the noise. I usually just turn on sci-fi and then some filter. Like with the sci-fi, like sci-fi and comedy or sci-fi and mystery or something like that. And then that turns into a list that I'll go find something I've seen before. Which, like I said, I've watched a couple of other things, but that comes to mind. Like I said, I've really been enjoying just watching YouTube, pretty much. But there was a documentary about Wonder Woman that was pretty good that I watched, which is crazy. Not about Wonder Woman, but the crazy ass, what would you call them, perverts that made Wonder Woman. Holy crap, are those people perverts? So these crazy perverts made Wonder Woman, and there's a documentary about that. And then there's another documentary I watched. I don't even know if moving this over it's going to help you. I don't know. It's helping me. I'll do that, I guess. So now we're going to go back to what's all this dark? What are y'all talking about dark? Have you seen Dark? Yes, I've seen Dark. So a lot of dark talk. What's all this dark about? So now we'll go to the next one. This will be played at 1.5. I believe it's just going to stay at 1.5. I don't even know what the fuck this video game is, but there's no way I'm ever playing it. If it's ever in front of me and I figure out that it's that fucking video game from that commercial, I'll leave the room.
Never been a lonely world. He took me in my train, God, just to see her. Walking with a sun control. He took the midnight train, God, anywhere.
I don't really like this song. Oh shit. Yep. So these, I believe, will just start right away playing. I'm gonna go to 1 point. I'm gonna go to 2. No, I'm going to 1.7. I think it's too easy at 1.5. Because they sound cool with this man. I feel like if the songs would have been going this fast, we could have got rid of the 80s. I don't know if it avoids the strike. Maybe I'm going to get twice as many strikes, but I have no idea.
Accidents happen. When they do, we'll be there.
It's okay, Girl Spy. The kid's in Rex. It's not fucking demeaning or anything. I hated all these songs when they were first out. Just hear them so much on the radio, you end up dealing with it. I think I'll go to 2. But you have to scroll down to get to 2. This is 2 now. Somebody got that one, I'm sure. Yeah. Fucking thumb down this fucking commercial every time. They still fucking feed it to me. This one's a little tougher. There's this channel that every once in a while Bill recommended me, and it's some guy that interviews all these people from back in the old days. Oh, that was the other one. There's a documentary called Sound City or Studio City or Sound City or Sound Studio or something like that, and it's about some place in, I think it is in California, but I think it's in, what the hell is the name of that town? San Francisco, where like a shit ton of albums were made. And it's because they bought this $75,000 board, which would have cost like $3 million today. And, everybody wanted to play on that board. And they let them be crazy in there. So it was like, everybody good made songs in there. It's crazy. And then everybody weird too. But all this amazing stuff was made in this place. And it's a documentary about the company, I guess you want to call it, like the guy, and really about the phenomenon more than the people, because it's not really like an interview, just kind of a documentary about the phenomenon. And then some guy from some band buys the gizmo, and that's the end of it. But anyway, that was pretty good, because there's a lot of interviews with actual musicians talking about their time at that studio. I like this song a lot back in the day. Made the shit up of this song.
I just can't wait till the day when you knock on the door. Now every time I go on the mailbox, I hold myself down. Cause I just can't wait till you ride me on around. I'm walking on sunshine, I'm walking on sunshine, I'm walking on sunshine.
Things are going to be quite different from now on.
How about you quit giving me
Please go on. She's fantastic. I mean, she could be great. She could be a major star. She is a star. The biggest star in the universe right now as we speak. Look at the set. Bring up all kinds of things. He's here. He's doing all kinds of things. So change the color of the set. Like, so he doesn't change anything. He touches one thing, he's gone. I swear. It's just on a meter. You got it anytime, any place, anywhere, they should do that.
Anybody? That was pretty tough. If you're hardcore, if you know the video already by that part. This was back in the day when they put stuff like that to make the video into a movie a little bit. Well, this is tough.
Yeah, he's still out there. Just being reckless. I don't know, he throw diamonds. Yeah, he keeps getting priced for giving expensive gifts. It's nice though. You want it?
Some boys don't think I think I'm okay. If they don't give me off the bed, I just walk away. I can't make a they can't be the they can't see the light. Because the boy with the gold on cash is always Mr. Right.
That's good. This one's also good. At 2-speed. Now you can get nothing done anyways this week.
You're on the road in front. She's on the returns of some fight rotation. She's coming in from heavy fights. When the friends you got to fight towards a station. I stopped in the man on the way. Couldn't find some more without words.
Does DJ get like a handicap because of his DJ? I played the shit out of this song.
As the cuts, please.
Excuse me.
I had this tape.
What is that? I know what that is. That's music.
Douglas, see, please. He's just a child.
Douglas CP. All right, mister, what do you think you're doing? You call this a room? This is a pigsty. I want you to straighten up this area now. You are a disgusting slob. Stand up straight. Tuck in that shirt. Adjust that belt buckle. Tie those shoes. Twisted sister. What is that? Wipe that smile off your face. Do you understand? What is that? A twisted sister pin on your uniform? What kind of a man are you? You're worthless and weak. You do nothing. You are nothing. You sit in here all day and play that sick, repulsive, electric twanger. I carry an M16 and you carry that guitar. Who are you? Where do you come from? Are you listening to me? What do you want to do with your life? I want to rock.
Microban 24. Watch as Microban 24 kills 99.9% of bacteria.
Spray
and
this
then,
on one
even after multiple
testicle
touches,
and spray
keeps
some
killing
name
bacteria
brand
for 24
bacteria
hours. I
killing
trust
spray
Microban
on your other
24
testicle
to keep killing bacteria
and
for
see which
24
testicle
hours.
has less itch after 24 hours.
Sweet dreams are made of these.
Oh,
Who
it's
am I to disagree? I travel the world in 17. Everybody is looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to be.
I don't always know which ones anymore start off with the actual fucking name of the song and the first lyric. Assholes.
You gonna be much longer, son?
Yeah.
See, most of the videos in the 80s started like a decent video like this with some sort of narrative.
For the longest time, whoa, for the longest time, you said goodbye to me tonight. There would still be music left to write. What else could I do? I'm so inspired by you. That hasn't happened for the longest time. Once I thought my innocence was on. Now I know that I've been so long. That's where you found me. When you put your arms around me, I haven't been there for the longest time. Whoa, for the longest time. Whoa, for the longest time. That voice you're hearing in the hall, and the greatest miracle of all is how I need you, how you really need you. That hasn't happened for the longest time. Maybe this won't last very long, but you feel so right. I could be wrong. Maybe I've been hoping too hard, but I've gone this far, and it's more than I hope. Knows how much further we'll go on. Maybe I'll be sorry when you're gone. I'll take my chances. I forgot how much romances. I haven't been there for the longest time. I had 7 thoughts at the start. I said to myself, look up to your heart. Now I know the woman that you are. You're wonderful so far, and it's more than I hope for. I don't care what consequences brings. I have been a fool for lesser things. I want you so bad. I think you ought to know that. And to hold you for the longest time. Whoa, 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 for the longest
I
time.
believe that one doesn't look like anything though. All right, we'll go on to this one. The fuck is this? A mask commercial? Fuck you. I'm literally a commercial to tell me to wear a fucking mask. And fucking oh, this one's tough. This one's super tough. This one's super tough. Oh man, that last part got it away. But I don't know if I can get that one. I'm gonna go back and do that one again. I think that one's good. How's the volume? Is it way too loud? I used to hate that song when it first came out, but it grew on me a lot. This song, I like the shit out of this song when it came out.
I'm
The small businesses, they feel the vibe of the neighborhood. They're all different in a beautiful way. We have to keep these places alive. We have to keep our communities together. That's how we get through this.
Thank God for Facebook saving small businesses. If it wasn't for Facebook, the small businesses wouldn't even be saved like they are. How slow were these songs if they just sound kind of normal at double speed? Here's a little trick. If you listen to these songs at regular speed and you look at, or no, if you listen to these songs at double speed like this, but then at normal speed you look at a patch panel that has a bunch of Allen Anchor patches on it, your mouth will start to feel like popcorn. Oh shit. This one might be easy, might be tough. Pink's gonna get this one if he's still out there. Holy crap, is it ever gonna start? This is a shit ton of That sounds hilarious. Let's do that again. That's really good. I kind of like that video though back in the day. This one will be probably easy. I have a bunch of stuff out of these pages, and I don't think I'll never be able to sort all that. And I sorted it all out, and I still got room. So I grab more. I just make these pictures really small. That's it. I don't think they need to be really big though. I can't believe I like that movie back in the day. That's pretty fast. This one I like a lot as well. Everybody did. I'm thinking of a different one. What's a different one? I think there's one of her other ones that I really like. What the fuck was a commercial? What are they even fucking selling? A mobile phone? What? Got the shit out of this song, like, you know. Seriously? Fuck. Fucking hours and hours and hours doing these damn things. I have to listen to every one once in a while. I have to listen to the whole thing. Yeah, that's fine. At least you're interacting, I guess. Every once in a while, I got to listen to the whole thing because otherwise I won't get the work done. I'm not really affluent enough to just take time off and listen or just do this show every day. What are we doing here? So that one will take care of the whole background. I don't want that to happen. So I got to flip over to this goofy other eraser. Then when you put it next to a thing, it's only going to take the thing on the side that you Little mosquito flying around here. Well, this one's tough. I don't know if you can hear this one. I'll start it again. This one's super tough. There, you can tell by there. So that's 30 seconds in at double speed. I'm going to do it again, see if anybody can get this one. This one's tough. I think this one works out pretty good. I'll let it play this time. If you don't get it, you're just hearing Makes it like a shit out of this one. Listening to music because nobody's joining in, and we're listening to it at double speed so that I don't get a strike. And we're seeing if people can figure out what these songs are at double speed. Most of them are pretty easy. I kind of like the song, and then some stuff happened, and I didn't like the song as What? It's not Men at Work. That's some Europe band. Men at Work is from Australia. They're regular. That's some band from Europe, England, or whatever. Oh, this one might be interesting. Oh, maybe not. I was thinking of a different one.
Everyone must stand alone. I hear you call my name, and it feels like home.
That's pretty easy. Oh, you fucking fuckers.
It's like an angel sighing.
I just clicked on one that was good and it hit delete. And I think it just deleted the fucking song. And never played the song. Oh, I'm listening to this stuff off of YouTube Music. So that's probably like some rip off of Pandora. I don't like Starship. I never did. And this one looked like. Let's see. This one is the one I was thinking of before, I think. Oh, interesting. This one might be interesting. How far can I go? All right. So I'm going to go 26 seconds in and see if anybody knows this one at double speed. This one's tough. I know it because I see it and it makes sense to me, but I'll bet you don't even know that one. This time I'll let it play through. But everything's happening so fucking fast. There's no way you know it. Oh shit, it still doesn't keep going. This one like blew everybody away. So I'm gonna play one more time, but only because I got a full time here and I'm gonna get back to work. But I'm gonna let this one play, maybe, unless it sounds really shitty when it's going, and then I'll change it. But there's so many little subtleties that are happening here. Once you know the song, you'll be like, oh, dang, all that stuff did happen. It just sounds like binary, though. It looks really funny watching these things in double speed, too.
Already out in the middle of the street. I was kissing Valentino vibes, the blue Italian street. But I can't do it, I guess I'll just forget it. These are the days when so it was already made.
Take it off.
She was someday.
I was a big fan of this one too. Super big fan of this one too. I don't know where they came from.
It's like a wide window, sing songs as I should sing it. It's like a wide window, sing songs as I should sing it. And the day go round, and round, in the wind, and when back is wrong, I begin again.
This is 1.25, so
Nothing else matters. No more.
find out if I get kicked for this or not.
We can see broken hearted. Something within you. The moment that I first lay I feel all alone on the edge of 17. Just like a wet window, I sing songs that I just can't do. Just like a wet window, sing songs that I just can't do. When I went through that, baby, I'm in hoping tomorrow. Yeah, when the music there was hauntingly familiar. When I see the nothing makes it matter. It's like a white window, so sing songs that I just sing. It's like a white window, sing songs that I just sing.
Just like a fine window, sing songs and like a singing. Ooh, baby, ooh, ooh. Just like a white window, sing songs and like a singing. Ooh, baby, ooh, ooh. Will you tell me, never know, that's standing in the hall. Yeah, if I love to you, like, no, really, ever. Where is it? Just if you call, I like come away, come away. Just like the way we never sing songs and I just sing it. Ooh, baby, ooh, ooh. Just like the way we never sing songs and I just sing it. Ooh, baby, ooh, ooh. We'll give you all in the morning. I'll give you all in the night. Sometimes you let you to me. Everyone who feels my love. You just like a white window, sing songs and let you sing it. Just like a white window, sing songs and let you sing it.
I put that one on 1.2 because I felt like listening to it. Okay, let's listen to that. You're young. You don't even know any of these songs, do you?
What's that?
How old are you?
30.
Yeah, you don't know any of these songs.
Believe it or not, I know most of these.
Well, you've heard them before, but you didn't grow up with them. It's
Oh,
other
yeah, I
thing
didn't grow up
growing
with them,
up with them. It was this or like listening to Elvis or some shit, you know, like this was it. Now it's like this is one of many things you could listen to or whatever.
Well, I don't know. I guess I could still say I kind of grew up on them because of my mother and uncles would always play them, and we'd actually do this where we would just sit around the kitchen table or something and just listen to songs and see who could guess who it was first and the name of the song and all kinds of things like that.
Okay.
So kind of reminiscing for me at the same time. It's kind of nice. I think you should, whenever you're like, hey, I've got to go get a drink, you should just find a random song and put it on double speed while you run and get your drink.
Oh, I see what's happening. I guess I could. Depends on if I got that computer on. Now that it's, well, hopefully it'll quit getting hot out. Then I can leave that. Why is this still need to fucking open? How big did this fucking, that did not work at all. If I leave this other computer on, then I guess I can do that. Normally I don't leave the whole computer on just for playing songs or whatever. And I don't normally keep the mouse right here, but yeah, this blew out all over the fucking place to be more pain in the ass than it's worth. So now I'm trying to debate whether or not it's going to be better to fix what the fuck just happened here or go a whole different route. And I already fucked the shit out of it over there, so I think I'm going to go a different route. So, what is this? Grab that. No, that is not. Open up. Nope, I haven't seen it. Drop it in there. Oh, look at that. That's nice. What the fuck is it with shit sticking out of the side like that? So now if I can somehow get all these things figured out, that might sound good. All right, well, so I dropped the link out there. It's just the four of us. So like I said, I don't really got time to just take, an hour and play songs or whatever. I can click over here in a second and start one again. But I'm not looking to MC a whole song session or nothing. But if you wanted to jump in and chat, that's what it's all about. Otherwise, this is taking me two hands, so that's why it's quiet. I have to screw around with both hands right here. What I think I just got is a better tabulated set of stuff. So now if I go over here, this time move that out of the way. And now sitting table, create. Yeah, table we want it. And right here. And still don't see the whole thing. Oh shit. Come on. And then try pasting. A little better. A little better. One extra. That's a lot easier to deal with. So what the fuck did it even do? Oh, I see what's happening. So we see the portion of it again. So I think I'm gonna fix it first. So I'm gonna go back to my notepad. And what's this stuff? Issues with AIDS. What I'll end up with. Oh, these are tabs too. There's tabs all over the place fucking with me. So if I get rid of those tabs, oh my god, so if I can work with what's this one? I'll just write nothing right here. Alright, now let's see if I can copy and paste here. I didn't have these sets of data, these like pieces of data or whatever you want to call it, like these groups of words and dates and shit. I had them just kind of haphazard in a text file, and I'm trying to get them into a table. And just plain old copying and pasting has been not working. So I'm now trying to. Are you kidding me? How big does this fucking thing got to be this time? This is ridiculous. So I'm trying to get it to where I paste it and. Trying to get it to where I paste it and it all goes in the damn table I'm trying to create here. But every time I try to see the whole damn table, it keeps growing it bigger and can't bigger. Ugh, am I supposed to even? See, I guess I have to do that. Piece of shit. Fucking piece of shit. There's 5 fucking columns. That didn't fucking help me at all. And you can't scroll the fuck over in this stupid program. This is getting on my fucking nerves now. I was better off the last fucking time with 4 fucking columns, I think. Georgia. What does Georgia go for there? Fucking piece of shit. So backwards, backwards, backwards. Backwards, 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 and eventually backwards. All right, so I'll try with these 4 things. All right, so this, feel that. Nobody's jumping in here. There's only 4 people out there. don't think anybody wants to watch me try to format a fucking chart. And I don't want to leave it to barbecue to have to run the whole damn thing. So thanks for jumping in, man. But I think we're going to end it. It's been an hour.
No, you're good.
So I'm going to go back to just listening to music and doing this boring ass shit, trying to do this. So I'm trying to do this in the corners around this page where the software lets me see it because it's too big to put on the page. And it's just, it's boring. It's got to be boring to watch this. I just have to dig in here and figure out where it's skipped a cell or whatever, and then add cells. Just get the formatting right until it looks like a nicer looking chart or whatever. So I'm formatting and dinking and formatting and dinking, but I'll continue to run the shows every weeknight at midnight Eastern and send out links so people can be part of the conversation. And thanks for watching.